Okay, hi guys. As I mentioned in the lesson, I wanted to do this special video because of a comment that was left on a previous lesson. You may have read the comment, but this is kind of early in this club, and I just got the comment today, and I wanted to answer it. So let me read the comment to you. And this is from Yelena, who happens to make a lot of comments. I don't know the woman, but she's engaged, which I appreciate very much, and I like the comment. I mean, it brings up. Her comment brings up the mentality, and this is not bad. Please, Yelena, if you're watching this, or whomever's watching, this is not a jab at you. But this comment kind of reflects the way most people, especially Americans, think. And I'm going to give you my opinion about it. So here's the comment. This was when she was watching the story of Homer and Dalton. After the story of Homer and Dalton, and I talked about inflation and how inflation eats you up. I mentioned in there, average inflation is about 3.23%. In the past, I think it's going to be much higher because the government's printing money like it's going out of style. Plus, we have a drought going on, which may not end. Who knows? These climate changes, which means prices of food are going to go up. So I think inflation is going to be higher than 3.23%. And keep in mind, that's what the government tells you inflation is, and they have a basket of goods, and they remove and add comments into this basket depending on what's happening. For instance, if housing is going up through the roof, they'll pull it out. They don't want that inflation showing. They never include energy and food because, they're very volatile. But we know what happens to energy and food over time. Gas is really a funky one. You'll see it. It goes up, then down, but it never goes down to the low point it was, and it goes up, then down, then up and down, just inching its way up over time. And of course, there's a limited supply, so we know, basic Econ 101, supply and demand. So, that's how I feel about inflation. You guys can make your own judgment on inflation, but inflation is a great American wealth destroyer. So if you got inflation sitting at 3%. You have to get returns on your money of 3% just to have $1 equal $1 down the road. $1 in today's value. If you put your money in a coffee can, you're actually losing value on your money. So, I'll address that after I read the comment. So, let me read the comment. You had some good points. Inflation beats the safe investing model. Meaning inflation's higher than investing in a CD at 1%. She goes on to say, but it's better to build some safe income than don't do anything or lose money in your own business, which happens for too many people. Okay. That is the mentality of most Americans. Okay. It is better to put money in an environment and let it grow a little bit than take on the risk. Now, I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Signs, but at the end, Mel Gibson says to Joaquin Phoenix, swing away, Merrill. Or he was actually in a recruiting office, and he says, it didn't feel right for me not to swing because he was the strikeout king. That's my mentality. It doesn't feel right for me not to swing. What good is it? Okay, we talked about if you're putting money away and inflation is 3% and you're earning less than 3%, you are making sacrifices today to basically not build up near enough money you're going to need at retirement so you can continue making sacrifices. So why not take on the risk? Now let me ask you guys a question. How much money can you lose if you never start a business? And the answer is obvious, right? Now, let me rephrase that. How much money can you make if you never start a business? None. How much money can you lose if you never start a business? And your answer is probably none. And that's false. Because if you never start a business, you'll never make any money. So if you would have been successful at starting some kind of business, made even $100 a month, you lost that $100 a month that you could have had. Now, if you start a business, how much money can you make? Well, the sky's the limit. We don't know. It could be $1 a month. It could be like me, making $6 million a year. Who knows how much money you can make starting a business? All businesses start. Every single one of these successful businesses you see started with zero income, zero profits. My last business, I started off with one client that took me 3 months to get. that grew into an empire. So the income potential of starting a business is different for everyone. Some of you may not need to make $1 million. I don't need to make $1 million a year anymore. I've done that game. I don't need that kind of money. I mean, believe it or not, I don't care. But the truth is, if you start a business, your income potential is infinite. You don't know where it can be. What's your losses when you start a business? What can your losses be when you start a business? Well, there's the trick. You can limit your losses. That's very simple to do. It's much like hedging in the stock market by buying options. You start a business, you say, I am going to commit $2,000 to this business. And if I can't make this business work after I spend $2,000, I stop. Kind of like what you try to do in Vegas, but you fail because that's emotions getting taken over. The bottom line is, folks, I have started many businesses that failed. Not every business I touched, even with my successes. In fact, I have failed at starting businesses more often than I've succeeded. But I always knew how to stop my losses. You can test, for example, if you want to go out and market your business. Let's say you want to do postcards, which I think is the most powerful way to market a home-based business. You can do that. Have a nice test for $500. Now, that may seem like a lot of money to you, but you could test with $100. If you want to market on the internet, you could test for $100, $50, $20. And if things aren't working, then that's it. You lost $20, $50, $100, $500. You're losing that in the market all the time, but you don't balk at it because you just sit around and wait for it to turn around and come back. You do it every day. Same with the backdoor effect. You are losing that right out your back door every single day. And you just scowl. Make funny faces. Oh, shit, I got to change this. And you never do. But when it comes to this risk of starting a business, it frightens you. You lose money every year. You piss away money on every year. I guarantee it, all of us do. Man, I look back and look at all the money I pissed away this year that I wish I had back right now. It's remarkable. But then again, I'm not afraid to start a business. And to be sure, I have wasted. It took me 4 tries to figure out how I wanted to approach this club, and I actually spent money to market it. I built a list up of over 300 people, and I deleted them all because I didn't want to go that direction. So I tweak. I'm one of those ready, fire, aim guys, which is what you should be. So the bottom line is no, it is not okay to put money, to sacrifice today, to put money in some account that's going to do less than inflation. It's a sacrifice today for nothing in return. So don't even forget it. Don't even bother saving. It's a colossal waste of time for you. Excuse me, you absolutely must match or beat inflation if you're going to invest. And even if you're matching inflation, you're not going to get ahead unless you're putting away your total monthly bills today, because you're going to have the same total monthly bills at retirement. So if you're matching inflation, if your bills today cost $3,000, you better be putting away $3,000 a month. So you need better returns. Now, I've shown you in the last lesson how hard money loans is one way to get 8, 10, 12%. APR is much higher. I'm going to show you many other investment vehicles that can do even better than that safely. I showed you in that hard money loan video how safe you can make those loans. Is there risk? Absolutely. There's risk in everything you do. In fact, people that had hard money loans, when we saw the real estate bubble crash, yeah, they got stuck a little bit, except for they didn't lose money. They just lost profits. Their profits shrank because their loan to values were so low. If you have a 50% loan to value loan, that property has to drop in value 50%. I've seen people file bankruptcy to drag out the foreclosure for 2 years. Okay. See, people panic. They're not losing money. They're losing time, but they're still going to come out ahead. And people just freak. Oh my gosh, I can't get my property back. Oh. Be patient, man. Everything comes to an end. Even bankruptcy, sooner or later, has to come to an end. And remember, you got to file Chapter 13 to stop a foreclosure, which means they have to make you payments. They have to continue to make payments to you. And then if they don't make the payments, boom, it's over. So you win either way. But people panic. They just panic. So with hard money loans, if you do them right, it's almost impossible to lose money. We're going to be talking about tax liens. Okay, if you go out and do tax liens on your own and you got $5,000-$10,000 to invest, good luck. You may get 3-4% returns, but hell, it's better than inflation. And it's one of the safest investments in the world. That's where insurance companies are putting their money. But if you guys come together as a group and you have $1 million to go get tax liens, now you're talking about insurance company level money. Now you can get those 6, 8, 10% returns in some place. You may even get lucky and get 12%. You're going to have to pay someone to manage the darn thing. But let's just say you get 6% returns. In an investment that's safe, where the worst thing that can happen is they make their tax payment. I mean, come on. We're going to talk about life settlements. That's when you're buying life insurance policies. Everyone's going to die, so sooner or later you're going to get paid off. There's just so many avenues out there for you guys to make good returns safely. And this comment she made implied, that, well, yeah, I'll sacrifice the better returns because I want my money to be safe. Safe? I mean, I was driving down the street today and I saw a CD, a 7-month short CD rate at 0.7%. Who the hell? Why bother putting your money in a bank to get 0.7% just so it's not sitting in a coffee can? Are you kidding me? Take the risk, guys. Swing away. It feels better to swing. What did Michael Jordan say? He misses 100% of the shots he doesn't take when he was getting criticized for only hitting 40% or whatever, which is phenomenal. Yeah, but I miss 100% of the shots I don't take. Guys, the bottom line is, these are my opinions. This is my personality. I'd rather die broke. Personally, I'd rather die broke and be able to say to my children and people that care about me, boy, at least I went down swinging. At least I tried. Than to sit there and sacrifice today, struggle through my retirement years, and lay in that my deathbed and say, oh, what if? What if I would have tried something? What if I would have tried a business? Now, I'll give you an example. And she leaves these comments, so I'm not breaking any privacy between us. She wrote, she's a computer programmer. She left that in a comment. You can go back on one lessons, read it. And she goes, what business can I start? And I simply said, here's an idea. You can go to guru.com, elance.com. I said, first of all, is computer programming your passion? I mean, do you really want to come home and do more programming at night than you do at work? We haven't had this discussion. I just commented back to her. I said, you can go to guru.com, elance.com. There's all kinds of sites out there where people go in there are looking for programmers, and then you bid. Now, I don't want her to be the lowest bidder, and she's probably not going to be the highest bidder, but she'll get some jobs, and these are freelance jobs that she can make. I haven't talked to her yet, but a better opportunity for her is, if she's passionate about the computer program, is put together a site like you're on right now. See this membership site? She can actually coach programming. Instead of some kid having to spend $10,000 to go to ITT Tech or something like that, they can pay her $97 for 3 or 4 lessons. And she gets a whole lot of these people. There's some people that like some basic programming knowledge. $97 is a steal. But how do I put this site together? I'm happy to help. It's not difficult. Okay, so let's say I charge you to put your site together. God, what do you think I'm going to do? Charge you $10,000 to put a site together like this? No, you're going to put some money out, but it's a hell of a lot better than you're going to do with your 401k plan or your IRA, the crap you're doing now, and it's a hell of a lot better than not swinging. Well, then how do I get people to my site? Well, you have to market. You have to advertise, but you start with your sphere of influence. You're already in the programming business. So you talk to other programmers, get the word out, get on their Facebook pages or Twitter accounts, let everyone know that you got this site to help teach programming. Maybe some of your programming buddies might come in as a business partner and help you with the cost, and they can teach a different programming language. I mean, guys, think outside the box. I keep telling you, you're not trying to build a multi-million-dollar business here. It may turn out to be a multi-million-dollar business. You're just trying to get some extra income and take advantage of those tax breaks. In the lesson above, I talked about that prepaid plan with that network marketing company. Look, I'm a big fan of network marketing. I've never succeeded at it very good because that's just not my nature. There's a lot of people that succeed at it. But you take a plan like that where it's $99 to start, and it costs you $99 a month to stay in the program. With that program, once you get your third customer, which you could see if you just educate people how to save money on their cell phone bill, you could probably get 3 people close to you involved. Your $99 goes away. They actually pay your phone bill up to $150. So I am going to have some network marketing opportunities, and when you guys go down, when you move forward with me, because you're going to go forward with me. If you're seeing the bigger picture, you're going to go forward with me. I'm going to bring on some network marketing opportunities. I'm also going to have a forum in there because with a roster of who you guys are, where you can introduce your opportunities. I don't want it to become a marketing fest. I'm not going to let internet marketers get on there and try to sell crap to everyone. This is for our club members. This is going to be an opportunity for you guys to contact one another and start a business together, or at least talk about the possibilities. Here are my interests. I'm a programmer. Anyone out there that is interested in doing something with that? I talked about doing a webinar where we're going to pick a few of you from the audience, talk about your passions, and brainstorm together so we can come up with a business idea. See how quick I came up with this one for her? Now, is that a guaranteed successful business? No. But at least she's stepping up to the plate and swinging. And the thing about failure in business is if you pay attention, you can typically fix your problems. Because despite what you may think, there's typically only about 3 things you need to fix when it comes to a business. And more often than not, it's one. And that's marketing. The second thing is sales. Once you get them where you want to go, how do you convert them into a client? And that's sales. Marketing and advertising is getting them somewhere, and sales is converting them into a buyer. People buy. And people buy what you have to offer. You are an expert in something. I guarantee you are an expert in something. If not, I told you, if you have a passion, just start reading everything you can and become an expert. Most of these people that are proclaimed experts started out exactly like you. Most people are self-proclaimed experts. Now, I don't know what you think of me on money. I wouldn't go as far as to say I'm an expert on it. I say I'm common sense. Certified real-life experience. I know a lot more than most people do about money, but there's some people out there that know more about it than me. But if you go forward with me, if you're happy up to this point, I'm sure that you've perceived me as an expert, or at least I've built credibility and trust. Guys, don't sell yourself short. I want every single one of you guys to at least step up to the plate and swing. Swing away. Take a few strikes, man. You're not going to hit a home run until you take some strikes. It's just like Merrill. That was his name in the movie Science. He had the home run record for minor league baseball, the home run record for the longest home run. And he also had the record for most strikeouts. Guess what he's known for? His home run record. So when I see comments like this, and again, Yelena, thank you for the comment, it just kind of makes me cringe a little bit to think that people, number one, don't have enough faith in themselves, and number two, actually believe that investing money at below inflation is a good thing to do. If you want money to be safe, put it in a coffee can so you can lose that 0.7% return. My goodness. You'll also at least, even bonds lose value. Money loses value every day. So I don't understand. The bottom line is, I've set you up in a business here that doesn't cost you anything. I even have a program up there where I'll do the marketing for you if you just follow the steps. It'll take you 5 minutes. You got to complete a form, and I'll do the marketing for you. I'll pay for it because we both win. I want you to make money. I'm just using you as a testimonial and getting a few names from you. Then I mail your neighborhood. It's that simple. Postcards. Anyway, this was kind of a heart-to-heart talk with you because of this comment. I just, I don't know where you're at in these videos. I don't hear from a lot of you, at least to this point, because the club's relatively small and new. But we're in this together. If we stand on an island we're not going to achieve as much. We need one another. I need you. I hope you need me. And although we haven't all met or come together, we will eventually, but we will in forums and we can in other places. We need each other because together we can achieve so much more. All right, I'm going to end this again just by saying, please, please, get the most out of your life. It could end tomorrow. Step up to the damn plate and take a swing. If you don't start a business, you don't know what you're losing. No, you won't have any losses except for the money you could have made. But if you do start a business, you don't know where it can lead, and you can have stop losses. You can minimize your losses. It's just like the credit card example I gave you in this lesson. What in the hell are people thinking? And this I've seen that so many times. Paying 18% on a credit card when they got money sitting in a 401k or an IRA that they can pay off that credit card. Well, I got to pay taxes and penalty, and that's my retirement account. Oh my God. Common sense. Shut the damn back door, or you're not getting anywhere. I mean, I've shown you just starting a business that your intention is to be profitable. Shuts the tax back door. Puts another $100, $200, $300, $500 a month in your pocket. That's real income. A penny saved is a penny earned. God bless you guys. I love you. I really appreciate it. Keep the comments coming. I'm sorry I went a little crazy here. I'm getting a little emotional on this one. I don't know why, because I'm a logical type of person. Actually, I'm kind of emotional, but anyway, I'll see you in 5 days. Have a great one. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. Bye-bye.